In Scotland, 994 AD, Castle Wyvern is under attack by Vikings, led by the ruthless Hakon. The resident warriors struggle to repel the attack until the sun sets, where at night, the seemingly lifeless stone gargoyle statues awaken, revealing themselves to be real living gargoyles. Led by Goliath, the powerful gargoyle clan subsequently defends the castle and successfully forces the Vikings to retreat. The human captain of the guard sees them as heroes, but their heroism does nothing to earn appreciation from Princess Catherine, the court wizard Magus, or the other human residents, most of whom still see them as monsters and treat them with prejudice. Goliath's lover and the captain argue that the gargoyles deserve more praise and dignity, especially since the castle is built on top of the land that originally belonged to the gargoyles, but Goliath adamantly insists that they must endure being misunderstood and protect the castle and all of its residents. The captain urges Goliath to take his clan away from the castle the following night, but Goliath refuses, remaining determined to protect the castle. Meanwhile, 3 youthful gargoyles and their dog-like gargoyle hound are unfairly harassed by a paranoid mother in the courtyard, and despite their efforts to appease, they are forced to frighten their harassers to defend themselves. Goliath subsequently reprimands them for threatening the humans and orders them to remain in their nesting caverns where the clan's eggs are resting. Goliath and his older gargoyle mentor then proceed to chase after the Vikings, but realize they were led into a diversion. Unable to return to the castle in time, the sun rises, forcing them back into stone sleep. The castle is once again attacked by Hakon and the Vikings, but the captain of the guard, disgusted by the scorn and prejudice of his people against the gargoyles, betrays the castle and Princess Catherine to the Vikings, and the battle is lost during the day. Although he wants to leave the castle to the gargoyles, he fails to convince Hakon that the gargoyles won't chase after them, and watches as Hakon destroys the gargoyles while they are helpless in their stone sleep. That night, Goliath and his mentor return home to find the castle in ruins, the inhabitants gone, and most of his gargoyle brothers and sisters in rubble. Only the 3 gargoyle youths and their hound have survived due to Goliath previously sending them into the caverns. Far from the castle, the Vikings set up camp with Princess Catherine, Magus, and the other townspeople as their captives. Having betrayed his people, the captain remains with the Vikings, and Hakon taunts Magus by passively burning pages from his magic book of spells, the Grimorum Arcanorum. When the surviving gargoyles arrive to free the people and defeat the Vikings, Hakon and the captain flee with Princess Catherine, leaving an enraged Magus behind, who casts a curse on the gargoyles after believing their arrival may have caused Catherine's death at Hakon's hands. Goliath pursues Hakon, the captain, and Catherine, and confronts the captain for his treachery. When Hakon blames the slaughter of Goliath's siblings on the captain angrily attacks him, and they both fall off a cliff to their deaths, while Goliath manages to save and free Catherine, but finds the remaining members of his clan in stone sleep, unable to wake even at night. Realizing that Catherine is alive and well, Magus realizes his grave mistake, and because the pages from the Grimorum Arcanorum needed to break the spell were burned, the Gargoyle clan will remain cursed in stone sleep until the castle rises above the clouds. Grief-stricken and alone, Goliath leaves his clan's eggs in the care of the guilt-ridden Catherine and Magus, and requests Magus to cast his spell on him so that he can remain with his clan and share their fate.